Flux is a cryptocurrency that powers a system for app development and can make you tons of money. Just keep watching the video for our price prediction. The coin came into its own at the end of 2021, making some notable gains and hitting the headlines. But what is Flux? How does Flux work? What is the latest Flux price prediction? Let's take a look. Hi there and welcome to Crypto's Genie. We are going to look into Flux and its potential to make some insane profits. Before we start, if you like this type of content, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you wouldn't miss out on new updates in the world of investing. Behind the Flux ecosystem and the Flux cryptocurrency is the idea of blockchain technology being a crucial part of Web3. Since blockchains both rely on and promote decentralization, this means such systems can become useful places for people to design and build their own decentralized applications, dApps. Flux is one such network, enabling users to do just that. Flux has its own operating system, called FluxOS, which is based on Linux. This manages the network by verifying computer power, deploying as well as managing the dApps on the network. The Flux whitepaper describes the system using computers called Flux Nodes to manage the network. The owners of Flux Nodes are rewarded in Flux. Flux also has its own wallet, called Zel Tech, and a development program called FluxLabs. The people behind Flux also take part in Flux-based airdrops on other blockchains, which can be claimed using Zel Tech's Fusion app. People do, however, have to hold Flux in order to participate in these airdrops. Perhaps most importantly, Flux has its own blockchain, meaning Flux is very much a coin, rather than a token. The Flux Coin is mined through a proof-of-work protocol. This means that computers solve increasingly complex mathematical equations in order to add more blocks to the blockchain, and thus bring new coins into circulation. The coin can be staked, bought, sold, and traded. Holding Flux also enables you to run your own Flux node on the network, meaning you can earn even more of the coin. The Flux system was founded by Prague-based Tadeas Kmenta, Parker Honeyman from Oregon, and Daniel Keller from Pennsylvania in 2018. The system was initially known as Zel Cash, and the token was originally called Zel, but these were rebranded to Flux in March 2021. It is important not to confuse the Flux crypto with either Datamine FLUX or Flux Protocol, both of which also use the Flux ticker. Datamine FLUX is a DeFi protocol coin that launched in 2020, while Flux Protocol came out in 2021 and aims to provide blockchain-based mortgage lending solutions. It's time now to take a look at the Flux price history. While past performance is no indicator of future results, knowing how the coin has behaved in the past can give us some much-needed context when it comes to both making and examining a Flux price prediction. Flux first came onto the open market in August 2018. This was at a time when the cryptocurrency market as a whole was settling down after the boom of late 2017 and early 2018. As per the market itself, Flux was not making any waves at this point and was trading at between $0.02 and $0.03. There was some growth, with the coin topping $0.07 in October that year, but it soon settled back down to previous levels. In April 2019, there was excitement in the run-up to the launch of the Zel Tech Plus wallet, and the coin not only topped $0.10, but even broke through the $0.20 barrier. But this boom was brief and Flux settled down again, so that by the autumn, it was back below the $0.10 mark, where it would stay for more than a year. In 2021, the cryptocurrency market went through another boom period, and Flux was one of many coins whose boats were lifted by the rising tide. In March, it broke back through the $0.10 barrier and continued to trade at this level for a while, breaking through $0.20 briefly in April and reaching a periodic high of $0.3744 on 15 May 2021. The gains appear to have stood Flux in good stead, because while the great crypto day crash of 19 May 2021 did affect the coin's price, its post-crash levels were, at least initially, around the $0.20 mark. The overall market slump did end up having an impact, though, and between 16 and 20 July, It traded consistently below $0.10, but the dip was short-lived, and August saw the coin rise to close the month at $0.1655. While the immediate issue for the crypto market in late 2021 was a slowdown, in the wake of concerns about the Omicron variant of COVID-19, things were not too bad for Flux. Yes, it ended up trading at below $2, but it looked as if it had, ultimately, reached a new level. Indeed, there was still scope for an all-time high to be set, as news that it was to be listed on the Binance Exchange meant that it spiked at $4.17 on 10 December 2021. While the price declined pretty quickly after this, closing the day at $1.84, there was some recovery, and it closed the year at $2.39. January 2022 saw some initial growth, and Flux reached a monthly high of $3.31 on 3 January. But then the market slumped, and it closed the month at $1.55. February saw some minor peaks and troughs, but ultimately, a lack of market confidence exacerbated by global tensions saw it stand at around $1.17 in the wake of Russia's invasion of Ukraine on 24 February 2022. Initially, at the beginning of the second quarter of 2022, things started to look less bleak for the crypto market, and by 30 March, the coin was valued at $2.05. However, since that point, there has been a substantial reduction in price. As of 11 August 2022, the token is trading at $0.76, up over 24% in a recent 24-hour trading window. At this time, there were almost 257 million Flux in circulation, out of a maximum supply of 440 million. This meant that the coin had a market cap of more than $196 million, making it the 145th largest crypto by that metric. Zel Tech's ecosystem provides an intuitive, frictionless experience, facilitating cross-chain transactions in a simple and clean interface for users and developers alike. The newly announced partnership between Flux and Cadena will benefit both platforms, enabling Cadena currencies to operate with the Zel network. It will allow them to distribute a monthly allotment of Tadeas coins to their operators, as well as strengthen the network in general. The initial setup goal is establishing over 100 validator nodes, or parts of the Flux DLT, that can operate the distributing software. This will increase the availability of Zel Tech coin as well as Cadena coin, in addition to raising investment opportunities for those looking to bolster this emerging business partnership. While the specifics regarding server uptime and KDA allotments are still developing, the combined ambition and disruptive potential of these cryptocurrency partners bodes well for operators, investors, and sellers alike. Before we look at any Flux price predictions, bear in mind that cryptocurrency forecasts depend a lot on market and other conditions, which are beyond any price research. Longer-term crypto predictions are often made using an algorithm, which can change at any moment. Up2Brain has a Flux price prediction for 2022, which suggests that the coin could get to $2.64 this year, before reaching $2.89 in 2023. In 2024, the coin should get to $3.53, while the Flux price prediction for 2025 suggests a value of $4.40, before the $5 barrier falls in 2026, with Flux reaching $5.54. Price Prediction has a Flux crypto price prediction, which starts off low and then gets much bigger. It thinks there is the potential for growth in 2022, with the coin reaching an average of $0.74 this year, before climbing to $1.09 in 2023 and $1.54 in 2024. The site argues that in 2025, Flux should get to something like $2.19 before growing to $3.15 the next year. In 2027, the $5 barrier should fall when Flux reaches an average of $4.62. In 2028, the coin can get to $6.72 and $9.86 in 2029. The site's Flux price prediction for 2030 sees it reach an average of $14.32 before it goes up to hit $21.01 in 2031. Finally, digital coin price is also bullish, but ultimately more cautious than other Flux coin price predictions. It says that the coin should reach $1.11 in September this year and $1.10 in December. The site suggests that the coin should reach an average of $1.12 in 2023 and $1.05 in 2024. In 2025, the bull period should still be ongoing, and it will hit $1.42. But then the bears will come to the market and Flux should fall to $1.30 in 2026. Once this has happened, though, the coin should rebound in a pretty big way, hitting $1.84 in 2027 and $2.41 in 2028, before reaching $3.04 in 2029, the site says. The coin should, digital coin price thinks, be worth $3.50 in 2030 before hitting $3.94 in 2031. We are living in a time of global uncertainty. This means that it is entirely possible that crypto prices will remain relatively low for a while yet. This is not something specific to Flux, but just because it was able to have moments of profitability at times when the overall market slumped. That does not mean it is immune to the worst market forces out there. At Crypto's Genie, we strongly believe Flux's price might soar as high as $7. To obtain amazing returns on your money, you should have one cryptocurrency called Flux in your portfolio. While the Flux ecosystem does seem to have some positive features, it is not the only platform to offer them. It will have to maintain a user base and even expand over the coming months and years. There is no guarantee that it can do so, so you will need to be careful. Hope you enjoyed watching our latest video. While you are still here, please go ahead and click one of these two videos on your screen. Also, check out our website and Twitter links in the description. Thank you for watching.